Hello everybody, I'm Disco Weasel 1977 and welcome to the $1 million chance of a lifetime. Now before we get started, I'd like to say that we have all the stars from Total Drama Island, including 2 new stars who will be the contestants as couples of the show. Also, I would like to introduce you to my 2 security guards, Smarty Weasel and Wacky Weasel. They will be guarding the money throughout every episode of the show until it's won. Alright, now let's start today's show off with our first 2 couples who are ready to compete for their first step towards $1 million. And here they are! He's the host of Total Drama Island, and he's the co-host of Total Drama Island, Chris MacLean and Chef Hatchet. And they're challengers. He's from the Screaming Gophers, and she's also from the Screaming Gophers, Owen and Izzy. Hi Chris, hi Chef, hi Owen, hi Izzy. It's nice to see you all being on the show. Before we start playing the game, I'd like to ask you something about what would you do after you won $1 million. Chris, Chef Hatchet, what would you do if you win $1 million? Anything you want to do? That's very good. But I'm sorry that Sierra accidentally blew up your plane. But so let's hope if that happens, just to renew your whole careers after you won $1 million. And Owen and Izzy, what would you do if you 2 win $1 million? Oh, that's very good. You'll have the same party as you had after you've won $100,000 on Total Drama Island. Now, to win the $1 million grand prize, all you gotta do is win the $1 million bonus round at the end of the show 3 days in a row, and you'll be joining the other couples who already won $1 million. Okay, let's start the main game with round 1. Who will start off first? Chris will start, and how about you 2? And it'll be Owen. Alright, it's Chris and Owen in round 1. Chef and Izzy, please take your seats and wish your teammates good luck. And here we go! Okay now, the object of the main game is to solve a word puzzle. But we're going to show you a series of clues to help you solve them. They'll appear on the screen, and we'll place one letter into one space at a time. Just like that. If you think you know what it is, hit your buzzer. However, we can't give you the last letter, so you'll have 3 seconds to buzz in and 5 seconds to solve it. If either one of you solves the clues right, you'll earn some money, hit 2 letters on the keyboard in front of you, and solve the word puzzle. Now, each letter of every puzzle is worth a dollar amount. Now, and also they'll be put into the puzzle bank. Whoever solves the puzzle will earn the money in the puzzle bank. And most of all, whoever has the most money at the end of the game will play our $1 million bonus round. Now, Chef and Izzy, while you're sitting down, you can root for your teammates. And please do not help. Okay? Okay. Alright, let's start round 1 now. Now every single clue and letter of this puzzle is worth $250 apiece. Alright, we're going to show you the puzzle without the letters, and it has 2 words. Just 2 words. Alright, let's show our first $250 clue, and it has 9 letters. And go! E N Y L D G R. Chris. Legendary is right. You get the first clue, and that means you'll get our first shot at the puzzle. But first, let's look at the keyboard. Now remember, the letters are the letters in play in this puzzle. Just like I said, each letter that goes into the puzzle is worth $250 in the puzzle bank. But remember, I want you to be very careful because we have an extra letter on our keyboard that never goes into the puzzle, and that is the stinger. You pick that and you lose your turn. Let's show our audience which one is the stinger. The audience do have the right to boo because they know what it is. However, the players do not, so make sure you avoid it. Okay, Chris, up to the keyboard and pick your first letter, please. One each and $250 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter. And here's your C. Now, there's $500 in the puzzle bank, and your first clue is legendary. Can you solve the puzzle? Alright. Well, it doesn't matter if you solve it or not on your first clue, but don't worry, you'll get it at the next clue, okay? Here it is, and it has 8 letters. And go! S E R N S K. Press again. You're right, it is sneakers. So you get your second clue, and also you get your nice shot at the board. Now remember, the stinger is still there, so be careful. Hit your first letter, please. One N is $750 in the puzzle bank. Hit your second letter, please. And one L. Good thing you avoided the stinger. There are $1,000 in the puzzle bank, and your 2 clues are legendary and sneakers. Can you solve the puzzle? Okay, there's not enough information yet, so let's go to our next clue. It has 8 letters, and go! R R N O B A. Owen? You're right, it is airborne. Kind of reminds you and Izzy of conquering your fears of flying, right? Well, let's see that if you conquered it or not. So, it's your first turn to solve the puzzle. Now, up to the board. And remember, the stinger is still there, so be careful. Hit any letter you like. An A for airborne. Let's see if it's good enough. There's one A and another. Wow, double letters this time, Owen. $1,500 in a puzzle bank. Hit your second letter, please. And O for Owen. Oh, you're a funny guy. And there's your O. $1,750 in the pot right now. Your 3 clues are legendary, sneakers, and airborne. Can you solve the puzzle? Alright, well, that's okay. Well, let's go to our 4th clue now, and it has 5 and 3, 2 words for a total of 8, and go! J C A M P S. Owen? Yes, it's Space Jam! So you got your second clue, and you got your second shot at the puzzle. Now up to the board, and remember the stinger is still there, so let's hope you pick the right letters and avoid that stinger. So pick any letter you like. One M and 2,000 in the puzzle bank, still no stingers, so hit your second letter, Owen. And there's your J. First letter in both words. Your 4 clues are legendary, sneakers, airborne, and Space Jam for $2,250. Solve the puzzle, Owen. You got it. Michael Jordan is the right answer. He's a legendary superstar, famous for his airborne sneakers, Air Jordans, and also his movie Space Jam. So, you won $2,250, giving you a total of $2,750. Don't worry, Christian Chef, the game is not over, because we're going to play round 2, which is the next round, and this time we're going to change partners. It'll be Chef Hatchet versus Izzy. Also, each dollar amount of every clue and letter will be doubled. That means $500 a piece. So, that means we can relax for a while. Okay, so, when we come back, we're going to play round 2. And also, it will be Chef Hatchet and Izzy playing. We'll find out what will happen when we come back. Welcome back to our show, and we're ready to play round 2. Just like I said before, we're changing players. That means Chef Hatchet and Izzy, or Izzy Scope, will be playing it. Now, Chef and Izzy, in round 2, each clue and letter of this puzzle are worth $500 apiece. So let's see the puzzle, and it has 3 words. And here's our first $500 clue. It has 9 letters, and here we go. N R A S C M. Izzy? It is American, so you've got the first clue and our first shot at the puzzle, but we need to look at the keyboard first. Now these letters are lit, are the ones in play for this puzzle, and one of them does not belong there, and that is the horrible Stinger. Okay, now remember, you choose it, you lose your turn and a chance to solve the puzzle. Alright, E-Scope, it's time to come up to the board and hit your first letter, please. One E and 2 E's. Wow. Yeah, me too. So $1,000 for them. Hit your second letter. There's 1. And 2 T's. Whoa, back-to-back double letters this time. Very good start for you. $2,000 in the bank, and your first clue is Americans. Can you solve the puzzle? Alright, you don't think that's enough for you to solve it? That's alright with me. So let's go to our second clue. It has 10 letters and go. T L N R U V. Chef Hatchet. You're right, revolution. Kind of reminds you about being in the army, doesn't it? Of course it does. Now it's your turn at the board and solve the puzzle. Pick your first letter and watch out for a stinger. It's still there. There's 1, 2, 3 N's. Whoa, triple letters this time, Chef. So there's $3,500 in the puzzle bank. Pick your second letter, please. And 1 P. It looks like you know what it is. So $4,000 in the puzzle bank. Your 2 clues are Americans and Revolution. Solve the puzzle, Chef. Yes, you got it. New England Patriots for $4,000 from the bank, and you have the lead with $5,000, and Owen and Izzy have $3,250. The game is not over yet because we're going to round 3, which is the most important round of the game. The clues and letters of the next puzzle then will be doubled again, which is $1,000 apiece. The teams will decide who's going to play it. Chris and Chef, who's going to play for your team? will be Chef Hatchet. And Owen and Izzy, who's going to play for your team? It will be Owen. So it's Chef, Hatchet, and Owen in round 3. And whoever wins it will go on to their first step towards $1 million. So don't go away, everybody. We'll be right back after this. We're back again, and now we're going to play round 3. The teams have chosen their players. So it's Chef Hatchet versus Owen. Before we had our break, and like I said before, in this round, the clues and letters are worth $1,000 each. So the first team who solves this puzzle will go on to the $1 million round and finish their first day of their 3-day adventure to $1 million. Okay, let's look at the puzzle on the screen. Whoa, it's a big one. It has 5 words, and here's the first $1,000 clue. It has 2 words, 5 and 6 for a total of 11, and go. T S Y E T R T T S. Owen? Right, TC Treats is the first clue, and you have the first shot at our puzzle. But first, look at the keyboard. Home, and that is the stinger. Because they know what it is, the players didn't, and if you pick that, you lose your turn. Simple as that. Okay, Owen, whenever you're ready, pick your first letter, please. We'll start with an A. Let's see. There's one A, and another, and another, and another. 4 A's. Excellent start, Owen. Pick your second letter, please. There's 1 T, 2, and 3 T's. Great job with those multiple letters, Owen. $7,000 in the puzzle bank, and your first clue is Tasty Treats. Can you solve the puzzle with the first clue only? That's alright. If that's not enough for you to solve it, let's go on to our second clue. It has 5 letters. And go. O E G. Owen? It is gooey. Glad you know what it is. Now back to the keyboard. Hit 2 letters and the stinger is still there. So make sure you avoid it. One, 2, 3 O's. The bank's now at $10,000. Hit your second letter, Owen. There's 1 S, 2 S's, 3 S's, and 4 S's. Whoa, you've doubled the pot to $14,000, and your 2 clues are Tasty Treats and Gooey. Now remember, if you solve the puzzle, Owen, you and Izzy will win the game. Can you do it now? Alright, as you wish. Let's go to our third clue. It has 7 letters. And go. T N M L. Owen again? It is melting. Well, you've got it all because of that L. It's important for that clue. So up to the board and pick your first letter, please. And for melting, let's find out. 1 and 2 M's. Gladly no stinger yet. Hit your second letter, Owen. One L and 2 L's. Okay, Owen, the 3 clues are Tasty Treats, Gooey, and Melting for $18,000 from the puzzle bank and the game. Solve the puzzle, Owen. You got it for $18,000 and you won the game. Way to go, you two. You won yourselves $24,250 today. I'll talk to you both in a moment. Chris and Chef Hatchet, you have a good time? Not exactly, because I'm not in your line of duty, Chef. So I'm sorry that Owen and Izzy beat you. But the good news is that you'll have a chance to come back for a second shot at the $1 million. Alright, same to you. Goodbye, Chef. Goodbye, Chris. Have a nice day. Congratulations, Owen and Izzy. Just because you have won the main game today, it's time for the both of you to go on to complete your first step towards $1 million. Okay, folks, when we come back from this break, Owen and Izzy are going to play the $1 million bonus round so they can finish off their first day for $1 million. Let's see if they can do it when we come back. Stay tuned as Owen and Izzy take their first step towards our richest prize, $1 million. Welcome back to the $1 million chance of a lifetime. I'm here with Owen and Izzy, and because they have won the main game today, they are ready to play the $1 million bonus round just to finish off their first step towards $1 million. Now before we play it, let me tell you that you have to win it 3 days in a row, and each of you will win $1 million in cash and prizes. Now my special announcer George Gray from The Price is Right will explain just a few prizes of the whole thing to you. Tell them what they are, George. Right, Disco. You and your families can win 2 brand new cars. A 2020 Lexus RX Luxury Crossover and a 2020 Chevrolet Silverado. Both equipped with Bluetooth, Sirius XM satellite radio, GPS navigational system, and free California emission. But that's not all. You can also win 3 family lifetime passes to the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida, and the Disneyland Complex in Anaheim, California. Plus, $100,000 U.S. savings bonds for their college scholarships and tuition. And many more fabulous prizes. Good luck, Owen and Izzy. Back to you, Disco. Thank you, George. Alright, with some of those prizes out of the way, it's time to play the $1 million bonus round, and here's how we play it. We're going to show you 3 categories on this screen, and you two choose only one that you know best together. Then we'll put you in the isolation booth where you can hear nobody except me. We'll show you 6 items that fit into your category which you have chosen, and you have 60 seconds to do that. When each item comes up, we'll put one letter into one space at a time, just like we did with the clues. And if you think you know what it is, just call it out. We'll fill the rest of the spaces in and go on to the next item. If you get all 6 of them in 60 seconds, you have taken your first step towards $1 million. Now, let's take a look at the screen. And here are the 3 categories for you to choose from. Today's 3 categories are dangerous jobs, pizza toppings, and Oscar-winning films. You can talk about them over right now, so take your time, you two. Okay, you'll choose pizza toppings. Alright, that is your choice. Now, we'll show you 6 pizza toppings, and you'll have 60 seconds to get them all. Let's see if that helps you complete your first step today. I see the isolation booth all set for you from behind. Alright, Wacky Weasel, please bring Owen and Izzy into the booth. Okay, so do you hear me from in there? Good. Now, it's time for you two to take your first step towards our richest prize, $1 million. The category you two both have chosen is pizza toppings. So think pizza toppings. You have 60 seconds to do it, so don't wait for too many letters because you'll probably not going to make it. Okay, everything's all set. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. The first item is now in place, and the clock won't start until the first letters popped in. Ready, set, go! T, A, L. B pulses 1. Next. O, S, U, R. That's 2. Next. S, U, S. 3. You're halfway there. Next. N, E, L, A, P. That's 4. Next. S, O, E, N, V. Anchovies is 5. One more. N, R, O, P. Pepperoni, you got it. Come on out, you guys. Boy, you two really know about pizza toppings, right? It's a good thing Owen knows it too. So congratulations on winning it, and you two have completed your first day of your 3-day adventure to $1 million. Now, just like I said before, you have to win the $1 million bonus round 3 days in a row to win the $1 million prize. And before you think about continuing to play on, I have something to give you that you might take home with you from all of us. You see this big gray case I have right here? This case holds $25,000 in cash. Now, who's going to hold it? It'll be Izzy, or E-Scope as you call her, because she got pepperoni for our last item anyway. So here you go, E-Scope. So this will probably be for you for finishing off your first step. Now, you have a choice to make. You can take the $25,000 case and leave the show with a total of $49,250 in cash, or you can give it back to me and play for your second day for $1 million. You have 5 seconds to make up your decision. Talk it over. Alright, you're coming back. All because you're coming back for your second day? All I need is you to bring back the $25,000 piece over to me. Thank you very much, and we'll all see you again on our next show. So let's see if you could be one step closer to $1 million. Well, everybody, that's all the time we have for our very first episode of our show. And on our next episode, Owen and Izzy will be playing against a new couple during their second day for $1 million. This is Disco Weasel 1977, and thank you very much for watching the $1 million Chance of a Lifetime. Goodbye, and see you next time. The members of the studio audience of our show will receive a year's supply of Honey Nut Cheerios. Be happy, be healthy. A year's supply of Eggland's Best Eggs. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs. It's EB. A year's supply of Listerine mouthwash. Kills 99.9% germs in your mouth. Listerine, bring out the bold. Free gift certificates from their participating Pizza Hut restaurants. Try the new Big Dinner Box or the Big Dipper Pizza. Pizza Hut, no one else uses the hut.